Hey there, fellow gamers, Onerous here, and obviously, as you can see from the screen, we are not playing Factorio today. Yes, I am playing Monster Train. So, yesterday, finished off Space Exploration. It was, oh man, it was an amazing series. I totally loved it, but, I'm not quite ready to start a new Factorio series, and I thought, I've been playing a bit of Monster Train recently. Let's see how it goes on the YouTube. So if you're not familiar with Monster Train, it's a deck builder, very much in the vein of Slay the Spire, of course, the big name in the field. And look, it's got lots of similarities, but it's also got some really nice changes. So I've been playing a little bit of it recently. It's only been out for, I don't know, a week or something, a few days. The full release, it's had a demo out for a while. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. And if you enjoyed Slay the Spire, which I spent many hours, many runs on Slay the Spire, if you enjoyed that, you will definitely enjoy this. It's fun. So, look, let's jump on in. Let's jump on in and do a run. So I have, like I said, I've played a bit, and I have unlocked some of the. I think there's still one race that I haven't unlocked, but it's yeah. So it's a deck builder in that you add cards to your deck, you go along. It's, for some reason, taking a long time to load. Here we go. Now, the difference to Slay the Spire, obviously, you get to choose your character. In here, we have our races, and that just gives you access to different cards, and there's one that I haven't unlocked yet. I'm just going to go random. We'll go random, we'll get something. Covenant is just every time you beat the game at one difficulty, there's another difficulty that makes things a little bit harder. And yeah, I lost my last run. It's a really well balanced game. That's what I really enjoyed. There's definitely combos that seem really overpowered, but then you come across a boss that has something that totally negates that overpowered. So yeah, there's some things that work out. So these are some random starting cards that you get along with the base deck when you once you've beaten the game once and get into Covenant level 1, you get these random cards at the start. And this really lets you get some variability on each run in sort of what it allows you to focus on. Because like all these kind of deck builders, you want to make your deck kind of have one or two at most focuses on what you want them to do. So we've got an imp, we've got a exploding imp, bit of synergy there, and then we've got a discard synergy here as well. And now the other thing is, right at the start, you get to see what the boss is, and the boss is always Seraph. It's hell themed. You're fighting angels. Seraph, classic angel name. But there's different versions of them. So this one has sap, which is -2 attack. That's those cross swords is attack. All right. So we're going to jump in. That's what we've got. And you start off with a champion, and even in the races. So we are the Hellborn, and this is our champion. But even within that champion, right at the start, you get to choose what you want that champion to do. And so our allied is the Stygian Guard, and they're like a really magic-focused sort of clan. And so we want this guy to kind of tank while we do magic. So there's lots of keywords here, and I'm not going to go explain them all, but Slay means when he kills someone, in this case he'll get 5 armor, and Revenge is if he takes damage, he'll get Rage 1, which just adds damage to his attack. So this one is going to be tanky because he's got more health and he gains armor when he kills someone. Artifacts speak for themselves. These things do bonus. That is an amazing one. That is also amazing. Wow. These are 2 really good artifacts, and I think we're going to... Oh, wow. I think we've got to go with Rage Doesn't Decay. That is just amazing. So normally Rage, which adds damage, there's many ways to add it, but every turn it decreases by 1. Now, these guys with armor 10, so this next thing. So these are the guys you're facing. There's some other enemies, but these are kind of the ones you can hover over and see different things about them. This is the boss. You can see what he does. He has 5 damage, 130 health. But you have the option on each level to make life a little bit more difficult. In this case, start with armor 10. But as a reward, I would get another unit, and that's really powerful. And I'm going to do it, even though we're probably going to take a lot of health damage. But doing that right at the front, it works out pretty okay. All right, so this is the setup. We have our main sort of health up the top, and then you have these 3 floors. The enemies will do an attack and then move up to the next floor next round, unless you kill them. And enemies always attack first. So this guy has 12 health. If I put him here, he'll take 3 damage, which is okay. And then these are just some other standard units that are part of it. And here's one of our spells, deals 6 damage to the front unit. So we can do that, but you'll see when you hover over the units, they've got lots of different things. So he has Slay, gain damage shield. I thought that was an incant, but that's all right. So we can deal 6 damage to him there. We can pop this guy here. Now the next thing to note is you've got this floor capacity. So you can see on each card, at the top of the card, there's a couple of dots or a number of dots. And there needs to be that to put them in. So I can't put another one of these guys there. But we can put him on the next level. And then when these guys move up to the next level, he'll be able to attack there. And this is just a curse card. All right. So now this guy here is just a little thing that if he appears, you kill him, you get some money. So we're going to do that. We're going to kill him. We'll get 50 gold from that. Unfortunately, this guy's doing a lot more damage. So this guy's only doing 3 damage. That's fine. I don't really care. This guy is doing 4. But if we pop this welder helper here, he then on summon gives 15 armor to this guy. Makes him a little bit more tanky. And we'll deal. I guess we'll just do it to this guy, and go from there. All right. So these guys are going to get to the top. There's nothing I can do to stop them. But again, they don't do much damage. This guy doesn't even attack. He just heals. Let's do some drawing and discarding. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So we'll discard that. So here we have a nice little combo. Obviously I can summon the imp, give him armor, and then we can sacrifice the imp and deal 50 damage to the front unit. So we will sacrifice that, deals 50 damage to him, kills him. Excellent. And then we will cast Frozen Lance, deal 6 damage, takes away 6 of his armor. He's now got 5 damage. He's going to die to this guy. So these guys will now move up to the top, which is okay. He does 3 damage, and then our pyre, you can see it has 20 damage over here. So now this guy is the final boss. We do want to try and kill him. That's kind of the aim. And we'll probably discard that one. And okay, another train steward is actually really good. So we'll discard one of the spells. We'll set up these train stewards just because this guy's going to kill our guys eventually. It's unstoppable. But we'll just go along. You can. There's a speed setting up here too. Normally the game's pretty slow if you don't pump it up when it comes to the boss levels. Alright, so he still has 100 health left, which is a lot of health. And honestly, we're probably going to take we're going to take some damage. But I'll start doing some damage to that guy at the back, just in case we can get him on the next floor. Now our deck doesn't have any more units, so this is kind of what we're stuck with. And yeah, and this guy is useless because we have no imps. So yeah, basically we just kind of do this, we do this, and we're going to take a stack of pyre damage, which is okay. Again, like I said, we did the challenge where they had 10 armor, which actually makes this really hard. But we only took 30 damage. And we'll recover that, and we get a free unit. So that's pretty powerful. Alright, so I think we're going pretty hard on imps, which is great. But in saying that, we have this artifact where rage does not decay. And I think that makes getting a rage 6 card incredibly powerful. Alright. This guy is also amazing. That is pretty good too. I think we're going to be okay for damage with our rage. So I'm actually going to go this guy, and we'll get a little bit of action. And Okay. This guy would be a good tank. Yeah, we'll go this. We'll start running in capacity issues is the issue. But that's okay. That's okay. So, now that we've defeated our first boss, we get a choice of 2 paths, and they each have some things they can do. So this side we can get coins and power up our magic spells, or this side we can get another unit, a Stygian unit, and upgrade our actual people. I'm actually going to go with the spells. Normally I would get another unit at this point, but we just got a unit, and getting some upgrades on our spells right now would be pretty good. So immediately I've seen double stack, and Rage 12 that doesn't decay is a little bit outrageous. And if we were to make that 1 cheaper, so it only costs 2, that means we could actually play it. Spell power plus 10 is pretty okay on a torch. Makes that pretty good, and we've still got 85 gold. You can re-roll and then get a few more upgrades, but we'd only be able to buy 1 of the cheap upgrades, so we'd be left with 35. These cost 20. We'd only be able to buy 1. I think we'll save our gold for the next shop area, and they do come fairly regularly. Most levels have the option for a shop. Non-boss enemies enter with spikes 3. That's okay, but we've got a lot of guys that attack, and if they attack something with spikes, that deals damage back to them, so we're going to leave that one off. The boss already has spikes on this level. I didn't hover over him, but I have experienced that before. So these guys have started with rage, so as you can see they're dealing 5 damage. So if I put my boss down here, he is immediately going to take 15 damage, which is yeah, it's a bit too much, isn't it? So we could put down the welder helper with him, which is actually pretty good. We're only going to be able to kill 2 of them. I would like to get out our rage. Now the other thing to note is they have haste, so you hover over, you see he's got haste 1, so it moves directly from the 1st floor to the 3rd floor, so we've got no point putting any people there. But I think in this instance we'll set up here, pop that up here, we'll give him the welder helper, and I'm going to put the rage on him straight away. So now you can see he's doing 36 damage, which at this point in the game is pretty powerful. Alright, so this is where we need some sweep, and actually this guy here is amazing. So if we cast a spell now, we'll apply frostbite to every unit on this floor. So there's our spell, we've cast frostbite, and now they are all dying. That's pretty good in my opinion. So what we can do now is discard a card, and we've only got 2 cards that we can play, so I think one of them is going to be killing this guy because he's pretty powerful, and then we might as well pop this guy here, and he'll just kill off that guy. But as you can see, our top level now is getting pretty good. 44 damage that guy is doing. So provided we can get another welder helper to give him some armor, he's going to be doing a lot. A really pretty good amount. And yes, so he slays and gets 5 armor. That's perfect. So we actually don't want to kill that unit. Might as well discard that because it's pointless. So we'll set in another train steward down here, and then when he kills that, he gets another 5 armor. Pretty good. All right. Now we don't have any capacity up here, but we can pop this guy here. And as long as we kill that guy there, then they will move up to this floor, and they'll have a chance to do some damage as well. But we're not doing much, are we? We just killed that first guy on the floor. Now here we have some more rage. 12 more rage. I mean, there's no point in not giving it to this guy. I do want to add this guy to give him some more armor. Might as well do a discard just for the incant that this guy gets, and then that's it. All right. So now he has 170 health left, and let's see how we go. Yep, we're killing him this time. Perfect. All right. We can do a discard, and yeah, we'll just we'll hit him with some magic, and this guy puts on some frostbite stacks as well, which is beautiful. All right, and done. 76 damage. Okay, that guy is a bit out of control. That rage again. We definitely want to go the rage at this point. Fortify would be actually really good, but I'm going to go with the imp and just really double down on the rage. This is an amazing card, which we may not be able to play very often because it costs 3 energy, but we do have a discard trigger, and now we can have a choice here of more spells and a unit. You always get this middle one, or we can get some extra pyre health, which we need, and duplicate a card, which is amazing. So definitely going to get the health. We're going to see what this event is. It's a range of events. So here we can either pay some money or offer some health for a chance of an artifact. I definitely want to get an artifact because might as well. So as each time I'm throwing money in, the chance is going up. And here we go, +3 magic power. Sounds pretty good. I'll take it. We've got a few spells that every spell uses magic power, so +3 magic power is just +3 damage to everything. And now we get the option to duplicate a card. And generally speaking, if you've got a card that you've upgraded, it's probably your best card, and it's definitely worth duplicating. So having lots of rage stacks that do not decay is getting a little bit out of control. But we do need to protect. We do need to make sure that our hero can survive. All right, and again, like these guys dealing lots and lots of damage makes life just a little bit difficult. But we don't have to go on the top floor anymore because these guys only move up to here. So I'm going to set up here with our boss, and yeah, we'll put this guy here. We'll get. So this guy is going to deal 20 damage if someone's here, if we don't kill it. But of course we can do that. We can just do this, and then we can kill it, and then we'll set him up here. And we might as well do this because that then gives him a little bit of extra armor. All right. There we go. So now we have another damage guy here. It'd be really nice to have something that could kill that. And unfortunately, the frostbite would kill them all, but it doesn't happen until the end. So I think we're actually in a little bit of problem, a little bit of danger here. Although this does deal 8. I think this is what we have to do. This deals 8 up front, so that would actually kill all these guys, and then they would take no damage. It does mean we don't get to play our fledgling imp, but you know, I think we gotta do what we gotta do. It also applies a little bit of frostbite to that guy, which is a nice little touch. All right, again, we want to keep this guy alive, so that's kind of our focus. We can put a train steward in the front there, who's going to soak up all these attacks, which is pretty nice, I got to say. We can put frostbite on, which will kill those guys. And then we got 2 more. I want to play the train steward. We'll get rid of one of those. We'll put a train steward up here, and then we might as well just do a frozen lance on that guy to take a bit more health off him. Unfortunately, we're not getting the slays with this guy to get his armor up, which these things happen. Okay. This is interesting. We could try and save this guy, or we could apply some rage down here, which I think we have to apply rage. So what we'll do is we'll 15 damage, yeah, we'll do that, and then we will do that. There we go. All right. Now he should. He doesn't quite have enough damage. He does. There we go. Okay. So he got the slay off, which gave him the 5 armor, and I totally wasn't paying attention to the hasted units. Okay, that was my bad. Well, I think at this point we probably want. We'll give him some armor. That again is really good here. because it's going to kill all those guys. But it does cost 3, so we wouldn't be able to play. We're probably never going to play 2 of those in a turn. And this guy would die if we did that. So I think what we need to do is we need to put a train steward, I think, in the front here to soak up the damage. And then we'll put this guy here, and we are dealing 20 with the pyre. He's going to take 12 damage, so he'll be down to 26. If we deal another 9, he'll then only survive one attack. He won't get 2 attacks on our pyre, which is important. Alright, there we go. They all get an attack. We lose a little bit of health, but health is a resource. Always remember that. Alright, final wave. Here we go. So this guy's getting through. Pretty much nothing we can do. Oh, well, that is not true. We can sacrifice our imp, which I think is definitely worth it. And then we can put armor here. Okay, yep, that's what we'll do. We'll sacrifice that imp, kill that guy, and then armor and rage. And I'm actually going to put this guy in the front, because I need to put this guy behind, because he only gives armor to the front person. So he gave armor to our hero, but this guy in the front will actually soak up and attack, which is nice. All right. So now we're into the boss phase. The boss is taking 187 damage, which is definitely not enough. We'll do this for a frostbite. We definitely want to do that. He's now taking 259 damage. Really, we can't play another train steward, so we might as well do that. There we go. So now he's taking 278. He's going to be left with 40 health, and hopefully our top row then can take him out. And this is kind of the strategy along the way. You always want to have all your levels kind of doing something. Yeah, and as you can see, we're killing him, but we might as well kill him even faster by doing our spells. Why not? There we go. All right, another boss defeated, and this is one of the harder bosses, so you get a major enhancement as part of this. All right, this is pretty good. This is really good, and this is also really good. These are some good choices. I don't think our discard is that important. We don't have that many discard triggers. Like the frostbite one's really good, and we have no way of healing people, so having a card that gives armor is the same as healing. And speaking of which, I think we're going to go with we really have to go with Incant Rage 1, don't we? Because our rage does not decay, so that's going to get pretty out of control now. I think we're going to go, you've always got these same 3 choices. You can get 1 extra energy, Ember, sorry, energy obviously is common term, but Ember is the game term. Draw an extra card each turn, which is very situational. Only on a few decks would I choose that, mainly ones which are really focused on spells. And then the other one is extra capacity on the floor, so we can put more units on the floor, which is actually really powerful. So generally I find tossing up between these two. We don't really have that many units at this point, so I think I'm going to go with the extra energy. Alright, now we've got, we don't have much gold, so a shop, not that good for us. But getting rid of 2 cards is really powerful. On the other hand, coins, an artifact, and pyre health, I'm probably going to go with this one. I do want to upgrade my units, but artifacts are pretty powerful. Yeah, I think we've been quite lucky with our artifacts, I've got to say. So let's get our champion upgraded. Multi-strike with rage is yeah, it's as crazy as it sounds, especially when your rage doesn't decay. So we're going to do that, and I think we're going to actually not have our hero We don't want spikes again. We're going to have our hero not out the front now. We're going to protect him behind a tank. Behind this tank, in fact. This is going to work out nicely. Okay. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. We are going to give you rage. And we'll give the front guy 15 armor. And that's a pretty good first turn. Alright. There we go. This guy we can kill very easily. We'll start setting up on the second floor though. So one thing we can do here is we could torch our own imp and actually put another imp there to give this guy another 15 armor. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because look at this. We have this consume for 25 armor. So consume means that we can't play it again this battle. But obviously that's it's a very powerful card. So we'll protect this guy up here with a train steward, and then we'll destroy this guy for some extra free gold. And I think that is pretty nice. And there we go. This guy is now racking up the slays because he does 36 damage times 2, so it's pretty good. Now this is probably a really good time to blow up this imp for 2 reasons. One, it will now kill this guy at the back, and we can also add this rage imp in there as well. Yeah, it's things are balling out of control. Obviously, the more spells we cast here, the more armor this guy gets. So we'll keep doing that. Yeah, might as well do this. We'll pop this guy up here just in case. Not sure we're going to need that top row for a while, but once we get some more rage, more rage. That's the ticket, isn't it? All right. Definitely want to do that. We can pop these train stewards up here. I mean, I might as well just armor up this guy. He's getting 6 armor every time we cast a spell, so that's pretty good. This guy actually made it through to the next level, so we don't have that much damage up here. So we better get some frostbite happening. We'll discard that. So brief respite means that the boss is coming next. So we might as well ramp this guy up now. We'll cast these spells, which will give this guy a lot more damage, and obviously the frostbite. And there's no reason not to play a train steward on the top. All right, and look at that. We're actually killing this guy, and I'd be foolish not to do that. That is just an insane amount of damage. So normally, like I said, rage decays. Every turn, you lose 1 rage. But that's what I said about right at the start. You get an artifact, you get some cards, and we just got to double down. The more rage we can get, the better. All right. None of these are particularly exciting. This, because it's consumed too, is actually pretty good to have in the deck, because once you play it, it's just out of the deck and it doesn't come back. Now, like I said, we've got a lot of money, and I did want to upgrade my merchants. So 1 second, that is my alarm. 1 second. All right, and we're back. That was actually my alarm for my sourdough. I'm making some sourdough bagels. I set an alarm. I've got to turn the dough to get the yeast distributed evenly throughout it. That's right. I'm one of those people. Anyway, as I was saying, we definitely want to upgrade our units. That's saying you can't upgrade your champion with this, but yeah, you can upgrade units. So first of all, removing some cards. What cards aren't really doing much for us? And I've got to say, it's probably torches and train stewards. So I'm going to remove 1 of each. Now, I definitely want to upgrade units first, because there is a chance that the event duplicates a card and we might get another unit out of it. So, incant gain armor 1. With this would be an extra 2 armor every time we incant, which seems pretty good on our tank guy. So this will be gain 8 armor every time a spell is cast on his level. Endless, so every time a unit dies, it comes back. Bear with me. I'm going to put this on our imp, and this means we're going to be able to apply a lot more rage. We're going to remove a card to make our deck just a little bit thinner. And I think it's got to be another Train Steward. I'm going to re-roll, and we're going to see what else we get. This, I don't know. It seems really good, but I think we're better off giving this guy some extra health, just so if we don't get the incants off, he survives. And I'm going to save my money. I'm going to save my money. Now let's see what event we get. Okay. So this allows us to get some curse cards. Blight cards, that's the term here. So this one would mean if we don't play it, our Pyre would take 1 damage. But for every 2 blight cards in the deck, we get an artifact that lets us then get an extra 1 energy. We don't need energy though. And these provide a bonus later on. I don't think we want to make our deck weaker with extra cards we don't need. I wouldn't say we are at that point. No, we don't really want multi-strike. Certainly while I'm playing through the Covenant ranks, I'm not often taking those level ups. So, all right, we have an option here. We can play this guy down here, or we can actually set up on the row above, because we're only really using 2 floors at the moment, and we don't have the rage for him yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put him up here. We're going to put this guy up here. We will play her up here, and then we're just going to, we can't even play this. So we're just going to leave it at that. All right. So now we get some rage, we get some incants, and things are looking a little bit better. All right. Look at that. 8 armor off the bat, another 8 armor. Thank you. All right. What are we going to discard? Well, we would want to play them all. I'm not actually interested in silencing these enemies, so we'll go with this. Kill that guy. Do some damage to that guy, and we definitely want to kill that guy for the bonus. So this guy is going to get through. Look, these things happen. These guys have a lot more health. Obviously, we're getting much further into the game, so I would like to put both rage stacks on here because that would be 24 damage, another 48 damage. It's still not enough to one-shot each of these, so we're not going to kill both of them. We might as well do this. This guy's actually got a lot of armor now, so I'm going to put the armor on this guy up here so he doesn't die. Now, we could do this, and that would actually kill that guy, which I think is probably worth it. And then we'll put our frostbite here. All right, I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. May not have been the optimal choice, but this is where capacity is good. Now we don't have the capacity to pop this guy down, but I guess we will we'll pop this guy in here. So first of all, we'll give her some armor, and then we'll give them all some rage. And this is why I made this guy endless. Now putting him at the front, they all get rage, then he dies, and then we get it back next turn. Now, unfortunately, we can't kill this guy. We can do another 18 damage, which actually would kill him. But then this guy is going to get through. Yeah, look, let's do it. All right, we'll get 1 damage on there. This guy incanted and gets more attack, which is nice. And so I guess we also do this. And yeah, things are. We're kind of on the edge here. We're not. I wouldn't say we're a huge way through, but this guy had sweep. He killed our friend. All right, which is actually really nice because now we can do this. Let's get an offering. We discard this card, and our offering means that it gets applied, so it deals 8 damage to them all, and frostbite. We can incants. Oh, it's glorious. It's glorious for us to see, but, you know, I'm not sure if the enemies are enjoying it quite as much. So we'll get a bit more armor on this guy. We'll do a bit of damage here. We're not actually killing this guy, so he's going to have, 13 health left over. The pyre will kill him, but he will get his 5 damage. Even more, actually. He's going to get rage 4 once he kills those two. Yeah, look, these things... It is what it is. So now he has 11 damage, and that's going straight to our pyre. He got through. Good for you, buddy. All right, now we want to. We definitely want to ramp up our guys here. We'll pop that there. We'll pop another imp. In this case, putting him in the front actually doesn't matter because once it gets to here, we don't get another turn until up here, so it's fine. That guy is dying, and we might as well... Well, I say we might as well deal 9 damage to him, but I think we're better off... What's his damage? He does 5 by 2. Another 8. We'll do this. We'll give this guy another rage stack. Alright. Now let's see whether we're going to kill him. 700 health, and we're doing 560 damage. Not enough. So let's start by incanting. And as you can see, just by doing the 50 damage to him, the incant that gives him the armor has meant that now we're actually killing him. And everything I do at this point is just really unnecessary, but I just wanted to show you that nice little thing where with a discard and draw, with Endless, he goes on the top of your deck. Now he's back. Look at that. Anyway, there's another boss down. This deck is, well, like we're really centered around rage and incanting, and it's working. It's working exceptionally well. I'm quietly confident. Of course, when we get to the actual boss, he's going to be sapping us, but the rage will kind of help that. So. We do have some very powerful consume cards, don't we? That could be good. We're running out of space to put people in, so we're probably going to want to get our upgrade of capacity. Sacrificing imp and drawing 1 is okay. This not the greatest for us. We could also just skip and get some gold, but I think I'm going to go with the imp. All right. Another consume card, 6 frostbite to enemy units is pretty good. This Ice Storm is honestly an amazing card if you're playing a Stygian run. Because if you upgrade this with like plus 10 magic damage twice, and suddenly it's doing, by default it does 1 damage. When you get it doing 20 damage to a random enemy unit 5 times, that's 100 damage, and then there's other things with the Stygians, spell weakness, that just makes that sort of go out of control. This, honestly, this is... I'm going to get Sap. So Sap reduces the strength of enemies. It's just something to help us survive a little bit longer. So we've got 240 gold. We can go Magic, remove card, or an event, and upgrade our peeps again. So... This guy has maxed out. 2 upgrade slots is by default the max. So if we were going to upgrade a unit, it's only going to be the Siren or Imps, which is a little bit nutso. And we're currently pretty, like, our deck's pretty lean. I don't necessarily want to remove any cards. Pyre health, we only need another 11. Our magic spells that we would upgrade if we did, we could possibly remove Consume, which I think actually makes this worthwhile. Don't know if necessarily there's any cards we want to remove. I mean, probably this Torch isn't doing much for us. These Train Stewards are actually really useful when we've got the this guy applying Rage to them, so I'm going to keep them in. Other than that, I think we're just removing that 1 card. Now, what do we get? We don't have the remove consume option, but plus 20 magic power and add consume. -1. Making something free is pretty good. Making this only cost 2 would be actually really good. Let's go with that, because we don't know if we make this 2, we'll actually get to play it. I don't really care much for these 2, so 20 magic power to one of these and get it out of our deck. Is it? Yeah, we're going to do that. All right, and then we're going to re-roll. Upgrade for a double stack. Unfortunately, these are maxed out. They've already got double stack, but of course, 50 armor. Sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good to me. -1 is always handy on anything. We're going to play that regardless, so let's not worry about that. We could just make this only cost 1. We're probably not upgrading it with anything else, and I don't think there's anything else that really needs a -1. So I'm going to do that. And then plus 10 magic power. Why wouldn't we do that to this torch and make it actually useful? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So you only get 1 reroll too, by the way. We'll get our high health, and then we'll go off to the battle. Alright, we're getting closer to the end. I think there's 2 more enemies after this, so add Scourge cards to the deck. They're kind of curse cards, essentially, as we'll see. So this battle, they start off with these guys at the front, which is just a wee bit annoying. Alright, I think again we want to start on this deck. We want to start here. We definitely want to do that. I really would like to fight on this bottom round, because we're going to get more curse cards by not killing that, but yeah, I just don't think we're particularly well set up for it at this point. Alright. Because we've got to kill these front guys first before we get a chance to attack these guys at the back. Okay, nice. We got our tanky guy. I am going to silence these guys so they don't give us more of these cards. Definitely want to put some rage, armor, and frostbite. Yep, all good stuff. And then there's no reason why we wouldn't cast a spell and just discard a card. And yeah, things are looking a little bit nicer, aren't they? All right. Having these guys silenced is really good, because now they don't give us a card. So this guy is going to give us an annoying card, but oh yes, 50 armor. That's delightful, isn't it? Now we can actually kill that guy with this. I think that's what we'll do, and it's going to apply frostbite to the boss. So as you can see, we can't directly attack the boss. Well, if there's no enemies in front, you will attack this boss during the round, but they don't attack until they go to the very end. But you can cast spells on this one because they appear. Same with Daedalus. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth doing this. And I think it'd be foolish not to apply a ridiculous amount of armor to this guy. Putting some armor on there would be good, but I think we'll do that with imps, whereas we can't put imps here because we don't have the capacity at this point. All right. Speaking of imps, yes, we have some imps. All right. So we're going to let's look what's been consumed. Getting anything except for that back would be really good. So let's do that. Okay. First of all, I'm always doing this. This is always the deal. We're always doing this and that. And of course, we can't not do that because that would be ridiculous. And that just leaves putting the old Impish Scholar in and hope that we get rage. Thank you very much. More rage for you. And yeah, stacking up the frostbite. That's good. Frostbite, another thing that deteriorates by 1 each turn, but does a good amount of damage. Okay. Okay with where we're at the moment. Unfortunately, we would want to purge all of those. Alright, if we play these, we use up 3 Ember, and we've got 1 left to play. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice this imp, and then he will come back next turn, and we can apply some more rage to our people, which will be nice. So, Alternatively, I could apply armor to that imp, which we don't want, so I'm not going to do that. And this one, we're at maxed out capacity. Okay, so we will get rid of these cards, and I will sacrifice this imp, killing that. These guys will now attack there, and next turn we'll get our imp back. That's pretty good. We do suffer another one of those cards. It's kind of just the fate of our deck at this point. There we go, we got that. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we do this, and why wouldn't we do this? Yeah, things are going well. Even though we are letting this guy live on the bottom floor. Take a little bit of damage. I think we'll be all right from here on in. So this guy is now one-shotting these guys. I don't think we need to necessarily cast these. We'll just save the pyre damage and just let these guys through. Easy. All right, final wave. We're not too worried about the bottom floor. I'd definitely get rid of that. So that guy's dying. That's good. And we're not going to see sap again because sap's going to get discarded. So we might as well sap him now. It will drop down by the time it gets up to here. Let's do this. Just for the extra armor, we'll discard the train steward and we'll pop some armor up here on our Naga. All right, that seems like the best we can do at this point. We're killing those, we're killing these, and frostbite. Here we go. So now we're at the boss, and the boss is dying. Well, good stuff. Very good. Let's get a little bit more armor. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I feel like I should, but in reality we know it's dying, so there's actually nothing that it can do to not die. And sorry if this, especially at this speed, it does get pretty loud. Let's turn that volume down just a wee bit more so we can actually hear what's going on. All right. There we go. Okay. We took 11 damage. That's all right. We get another enhancement, and I'm going to go with capacity this time. So I'm pretty sure you just saw what I saw. And this is our ticket to win, I think. Because of that, extra energy would be really nice. So we can guarantee that we play it. Having extra capacity on the floor that we have, the ice guy, will allow us to add a imp there. So we could put our friendly rage imp there. I think I've got to go that. I think I've got to go this, and we just hope we get to play the double amount at some point. Because you don't want to play it at the start anyway, you want to play it later on. Alright, it's happening. We're going this way. We're doubling the double the rage amount card. And we're just going to see what happens. So, first of all, I'm going to go to the caverns. I'm not going to heal first because there is a chance that we'll get an event that costs us health. Alright, a couple of things that we can get. I actually don't want to add cards to the deck, so I'm going to go for this, even though it just means we get a little bit more damage for the pyre. It's basically just no more cards in the deck, so that make sure that we can draw the cards that we want. Now it's time to double. So this one here would be a great one to double armor 50, but this one is consume, so having 2 consume cards is pretty fantastic. We'll get our pyre health now and upgrade our champion with multi-strike 3. Perfect. Well, multi-strike 2, which means they attack 3 times. All right. Now let's see what boss awaits us here. So this guy has trample, which is a little bit annoying. I don't want to do that at this point because we'll probably die. We've got a harvest, and this guy deals damage, 5 damage to the front unit on death. That's okay. That's actually a fair bit of damage. So we are going to have to make sure we get our tanky, and they're doing 5 damage to begin with. So I think we are going to set up on this floor again. Similar setup. We've got to get our cards that we want. That's a good card to get. That is a really good card to get. So we don't need this one because this is going to actually kill those 3 right there. Beautiful. And then we'll pop a train steward here as well. All right. Not a bad start. This guy's probably going to get through. He's got a lot of health and we're not set up for rage just yet. But that's okay. That's okay. These guys... All right. Let's start with our rage and incanting. I'd like to torch one of these guys just to kill them. But in saying that, I also want to get the extra armor on this guy. They're just going to kill that. You don't really need the rage stacks. It's a tough call. Killing one of these on this floor would save 5 health. So it's actually, I'm actually going to do that. All right. I think this guy's getting through no matter what. We're not doing 70 damage up here. So we just got to take the 8 pyre damage and just be happy with it. Well, happy's not the right term, is it? Alright, so we've got Welder Helper. We've got Sap. We've got double the rage, but he's only got 3 rage at this point. We can't kill this guy, so he's going to get through. This guy's going to take 23 damage. He'll be down to 42. We do 62 damage with our pyre, so that is okay. I think we just kill that guy. Armor up here. Yeah, okay. Kill this guy. And do we want to apply sap? We're going to keep... Well, actually, this is... We're not going to play either of these cards, so we might as well sap this guy. If he's going to get through, he's going to now do less damage at the top. All right. Very good. As you can see, though, things are getting a little bit tougher. We're not insta killing everything at the moment, mainly because all of our rage cards are right at the bottom of our deck, which is, hey, it's a deck builder. It's what happens. Here's this. Let's freeze these guys. Really just to kill them and then not have them hurt us. I do want the Impish Scholar. I don't actually care about him, so I'll let him die down here. We got a little bit unlucky. I really wanted the rage, but you know, it happens. In which case, we might as well freeze these guys as well, just to get it out. We'll do the discard to get the incants, and you know what? You're going to die anyway. You might as well get the 53 damage out of it. All right, so we get 15 pyre damage. Unfortunate. Ooh, he gets another attack too. Okay. Okay, we're starting to see some stuff. All right. That guy's going to get through. I don't think it's worth expending when I could just add 12 rage to this guy. Yeah. It was an unfortunate draw that all our rage cards were right at the bottom, but them's the breaks, so it is what it is. Now, we've got to try and keep this guy alive. He's only got 22 health left. He's got no armor. We can give him some armor. We can then make some space on the floor. We can do this to give him some more armor. We can get rid of this. And of course, we might as well do this. Because he is taking 30 damage, which is pretty horrendous. But this is the last thing. The boss is coming now. All right. And now we just... unfortunately, we've got both of these this turn, but, you know... 120 times 3. 320 damage every round. That seems okay to me. I could do Frostbite 10 to him. Yeah, look, it's probably worth it. All right, let's see what happens next floor now. No surprises. Kills him. We do this. We can also do this. I don't even know why I bother, to be honest. Again, we're killing him. Let's not worry about it. So the duplication of our double rage didn't actually help us there, but you know, That's actually not too bad either. We got a lot of high cost cards though. Like we could get that, but I'm just going to skip. Just going to skip. He's doing good work for us. That's pretty good. And I'm just going to skip again. I'm pretty happy with where the deck's at. If we don't get a really unlucky draw like we did last time. Duplicate a card. Upgrade units. Or spells. Let's have a quick look. Our units, again, are pretty well... well, this guy's got no upgrades at all. And spell-wise, we're really hoping to get rid of some consumes, honestly. So we might as well risk it and hope that we get a remove consume. Nope. -1 to something. Yeah, we'll make that a bit cheaper. Not too worried about that. Let's just re-roll and hope for remove consume. No, we didn't get it. Oh well. Them's the breaks. We'll do -1 on that. I'm certainly not complaining because we have got it pretty good. I'm going to go with that to get that out of the deck. And then permafrost means that it stays in our hand. And I'm actually going to do it to here. So once it first appears, it then stays in our hand until we play it. Which means that it flows over. And I really should have looked at these before I spent all our money on the spells. But that wouldn't have been too bad. But we're not really focused on spells in particular. And honestly, there's not 2 cards I want to remove. So we're just going to go fight. Alright. Friendly units enter with sap 3 and he applies sap. So sap reduces the damage they do, but our rage is going to massively counteract that. And we got some rage to begin with. Alright. Actually no, that is not the card I was thinking it was. That's alright, that's okay. Go up here. He is actually going to kill that, which will be nice, and get some armor. But he's only going to get 5 armor, and he's actually losing 5 health. So we might as well just kill that. So this is frozen, so it's going to stay in our hand. And once we get some rage stacks, we can actually we can double those rage stacks. Okay. We want our guy in here to protect him, and this is pretty bad because he does a lot of damage. And we have no way of actually killing him. We might as well do this. We'll get some armor here. We'll do this to get some armor as well. And that's pretty much the best we can do. So this isn't a great start, I have to say. With no way of having enough damage this early, honestly, I think we might have lost. But we'll see, because we've got no way of attacking these guys at the back. You're dying, which is bad. This will actually kill those guys. It could also kill those guys. But you would still die because of reasons. So we can save that, or we can say, I think we have to save this guy. I mean, that's kind of our thing, isn't it? I'm going to put this guy here. I should not have done that first. That was a mistake. We have to do this. Now he's taking no damage. This will not save you because these guys are doing too much. We're just gonna rage up this guy. Get some more armor. Let's discard you because we can't play you. These guys are going to die. We do 57 damage. He will take 2 hits. So this is going to take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 damage to the pyre. That is a lot of damage. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I don't think we can silence... It's only triggered abilities that silence. We can't silence multi-strike, for instance. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but we'll do that. Get silence on the boss. Doesn't really do much on this one, but... Them's the breaks. Look, hopefully that's the last damage we take to the pyre, because we don't have much health left, do we? So we need more rage. We need more rage. We need more rage, and we did not get more rage. Well, let's see how we go. There's some rage. All right, all right. Discard a train steward. Fledgling imp, you're coming in. Rage serum. Still not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. This isn't looking good. It's not looking good. We'll double the rage. Still not killing these guys at the back. In which case, I'm going to sap this guy. In the hopes that then we can survive. This is going to be very, very close. So these guys are doing 22 damage. Okay. Can I frostbite 2? I don't think we can do it. I think we've lost. And look, that's it happens. It happens. Train steward would not survive. Okay. Here we go. And then this level, they're going to get up here anyway. Okay. We've got to do what we can. Train steward. Our frost guy, give this guy 50 armor. Now these guys are dying. Alright. This guy's taken an absolute beating. He's dead, which is unfortunate. Okay. We're not killing any of these guys at this point. But first of all, if I rage there, I put a... Well, we don't actually have any spells because I need the frostbite. I need this guy to apply 4 frostbite. We need to cast 3 spells. We can't cast 3 spells. Okay, that is very unfortunate. We can cast these 2, and then a fledgling imp might be enough. Maybe, I don't know. Let's have a look. Frostbite. So this guy's getting through. This guy's getting through. That's too much damage. That would kill the front guy, and then we would survive. But is our hero dying? I didn't even look. Oh, our hero survived. Just okay. We're not defeating the boss though. We are definitely not defeating the boss. Yeah, we are boned. All right. Well. I mean, the run was good. I enjoyed it. We were very strong. We were very strong for quite some time until we weren't. Until we weren't is kind of the whole thing, isn't it? But why is that guy dying? Has one of these got multi-strike? Yeah, okay. And yeah, look, we'll do that. There we go. But that is definitely the end of the run. So as you can see, like. We were super powerful all the way through, but the last boss, because there were so many high health enemies, because we only had really one floor that was strong, it just meant that it meant that we didn't have enough. We did not have enough. A bit of that, and then that's the end. All right, well that's a playthrough of Monster Train. I tried to talk about my thoughts on it on the way through. Obviously, there's a lot of assumed knowledge in there. You've got to have a play for yourself. If you're into Slay the Spire, you will really enjoy Monster Train. And do let me know if you want to see some more Monster Train. I'm going to obviously get back into Factorio. That's my main gig. But hopefully tomorrow we'll start a new series. But if you are interested in seeing a bit more Monster Train on the channel, do let me know in the comments below. I haven't set this up correctly, of course, for Monster Train. Let's quickly, can I quickly set it up fast enough? Probably not. Anyway, enjoy the background that looks terrible with no gameplay. But yes, as always, huge thanks to my patrons, Cognito, Pelf, Brandon. Thanks a lot, and most importantly, see you tomorrow.